Alright, everybody, welcome to PGR Intimidator Series. Garrett Jenkins up here in the booth covering the action tonight. Right now, star-studded lineup as it stands. And right now, 10 minutes to post one lap, or 2 laps actually. So pretty much wait out, see who wants to be the first one to set the time to beat for tonight. Well, Asher Little thought about it for a second, so right now we'll wait. Alright. So Asher Little looks to be the first one. Try to set the bar tonight for qualifying. Things to consider tonight. Random draw, teams of 2 tonight. So right now the drivers, as a matter of fact, getting assigned their teams right now. Asher Little's going to creep down the back straight away. Tyler Vickery already up to full speed. Well, Asher Little's not going to get us kick-started off tonight. Matter of fact, Tyler Vickery will, and he's on the clock now. Right now, a couple other drivers rolling out onto the track. Getting to them in just a moment. Right now, Vickery 26-1 through the first half of the racetrack. A lot of these drivers, it's just going to be a throwaway lap. It's 2-lap qualifying. The first lap normally a throwaway. Tyler, first lap evidently does not count, so Asher Little, matter of fact, posted the first lap of the night so far, 52.348 for Little. Just under 6 minutes left. Several other drivers already coming out. Sean Corbett. And what a night for Corbett. 1 lap away from winning the High Gear Racing Series race at Talladega a few short minutes ago. There's Tyler's lap. 51.363. And Asher Little right back to the top of the board with a 230. But for Sean Corbett, I was just saying, 1 lap away for winning HGR tonight. Looks to try to take the win tonight for PGR. and try to rewrite that wrong at Talladega for tonight. He's got a whole lot bigger field to go through. Right now, Corbett off by a little bit, but this is his first lap after all. So, like I mentioned earlier, a lot of throwaway on the first lap. Well, we got a moment. So we can't talk to the pole center at the moment. Asher Little, Garrett Jenkins up here, broadcast booth. Got a copy, buddy?
I do.
All right, now, for the moment, sitting on the pole with a 51.230. Walk me through tonight. First PGR broadcast I'm doing. What can I expect tonight, and what can the viewers expect tonight with 60 laps?
It's gonna be fun. I'm excited. It's fun to race with someone you don't get to usually race with, and lots of different dynamics around the track. And got Kevin Champagne. He's pretty good. I'm excited. Get to learn from the best.
My buddy, take me through the night. At the end of 60 laps, what would it mean to put the 11 in victory lane tonight for PGR?
It'll be awesome. I still have not gotten my first PGR win. I've been right there 2 times, so third time's the charm. But yeah, it'll be awesome.
Well, let's hope so, buddy. Best of luck to you tonight. Hopefully we'll talk to you at the end of this thing.
Thank you.
Yes, sir. That being said, Jeff Merck, top of the board. Larry McDonough right now on the track to get his second lap in the books. Matthew Patton puts his name on the board, 53.386 for Patton's 7th quickest for the first lap. Larry McDonald now to complete his time. Survey says at the line isn't enough for the front row. 4:56 is actually slower, so he will not improve. John Ward on the track. Of course, missed the HGR race a few minutes ago, but the driver that's right now trying to go back to victory lane, he'll just miss out on the pole by about 2-3 thousandths of a second. Freddie Bazinez on the track, just over 2 minutes remaining for qualifying. That being said, see if we can't get somebody else up in here. Matter of fact, go ahead and get old Ward in here. John Ward, Garrett Jenkins up here in broadcast booth. Got a copy, buddy?
I got you.
Well, buddy, right now, hell of a lap time, but not quite enough to knock Jeff Merck off the pole. That being said, does qualifying in these situations matter a little bit, or is it pretty much just about where you position yourself at the end?
Yeah, qualifying really don't matter too much. You want to be there at the end. There's no fast repairs, I don't think. So, just want to stay out of trouble. Just qualifying really don't matter at these tracks. You know, there's gonna be a pit stop and whatnot, 60 laps. But I like to keep her out front, maybe out of the wrecks if I can. So we're gonna see what happens. I got my partner with Cameron Craighead. We're gonna see if we can get it done.
All right, buddy. Well, best of luck to you tonight. Hopefully, we'll talk to you at the end of this thing and make up for missing HGR.
You got it, man.
All right, buddy. Best of luck to you tonight.
Thank you.
Yes, sir. Andrew Santos. Right now, fastest lap, 14th quickest. Going to try it on his second attempt. 15th quickest, 51.940. Ought to be a pickup somewhere along the way. Indeed, there is 25.7 through the first half. 21 seconds remaining. Ethan Eckert. This will be the end of Eckert's 2 laps. And at the line for the 12 is an improvement 51.229 it is. Third quickest for Eckert. Right at the end of qualifying. Well, that being said, Jeff Merck on pole for tonight. Well, really, ain't no surprise. That being said, starting lineup for tonight for PGR Intimidator Series: Jeff Merck on the pole, John Ward second, Ethan Eckert, Asher Little, Freddie Bazinez, Matthew Patton, Sean Corbett. The four: Drewman, Gordon Spain, Larry McDonald, Hunter Hastings, and Jared Haynes. The fast 12: Curtis Mitchell, Tyler Vickery, Max Denda, Andrew Santos, Daniel Falkenham, Kevin Champagne, Malik Ray, Kyler Wynn, Jackson Byes, Daniel Earhart, Nash Brambilla, and Josh DeBrune round out the top 24. And there's still a little ways to go. Joshua McCullough, Brock Westmoreland, Cameron Craighead, Tucker McClellan, Kevin McCullough, Quentin Stanbot, Justin Johnson, and Mark Vondale rounds out 32 cars for tonight. We can't get old Jeff Merck up in here. Jeff Merck, Garrett Jingles up here in broadcast booth. Got a copy, buddy?
Hey, man, what's up? Yeah, I got you.
Well, hell. I asked you the last time, do you ever get tired of winning? Now I'm going to ask you, do you ever get tired of getting on the pole? Starting first tonight, what's the plan for the 60?
Try not to die. Really? Yeah, it's like just try to survive. That's all you can do.
Well, explain,
60 laps, it's going to be tough.
well, explain to me, how can you survive a race like this? No fast repairs, so there's no extra, as I like to say, there's not an extra bullet in the chamber. It's pretty much when you're done, you're done. How do you survive a race like this?
You just got to control who's behind you. If you don't like who's behind you or on your nose, you just have to go to the back and ride. And because these Gen 6s, you can go from the back to the front pretty quick if you have somebody that can push or can be pushed.
All right, buddy. Well, best of luck to you tonight. Hopefully we'll talk to you yet again in Victory Lane and go show them what the old 60 can do.
What was that? Because I couldn't hear you.
I said best of luck to you tonight. Go show them what the old 60 can do.
Oh, hell yeah. Thanks, bud.
Yes, sir. Well, 60 laps, the main event. Well, very much from here on out, might get a little crazy. I think at some point drivers are going to decide to ride. We'll have to wait and see how it all works out, but might get crazy at some point, especially towards the end of this race. We really just have to see how it plays out. All right. 60 laps, PGR's debut on the Raging Idiot Racing Network. And Jeff Merck and John Ward. Comes down to United Rentals restart zone. We're rolling from Talladega. Ward down the back straightaway, holds the lead over Jeff Burke for the moment. Asher Little trying to push Ward clear. Merck and Eckert will battle back on the bottom lane. Side by side coming off the turn 4. All right, now feel a little spread out, but nothing too bad at the moment. New trial for the first time tonight. Merck up to cover. Ward going to lead the bottom for Ethan Eckert at the line. There's Jeff Merck. Right now, Merck and Ward lead side by side for 4th on back for the most part anyway. Matthew Bannon trying to get clear. He will. Asher Little right now running 3rd in a top 4 or 5 single fight out for the most part. Bottom lane's going to try to work the bottom, but right now, top side seems to be playing the advantage right now. Everybody practically, eventually will jump up that top side lane, probably trying to ride around a minute. Merck will lead him around for the 2nd time. Lap 2, lap 3. Where we start. What's up, Matthew? How you doing? We're down and back straight away. Well, know what I just said about how it already single filed out in, buddy. Let me tell you, it's already single filed out all the way back to Santo for the most part. That's all the way back to around the 15th spot, 10th or 11th spot. Works out. Sean Corbett going to try to lead that bottom lane. Got Kyler Wynn, Ethan Eckert right behind him. Several others backing that match. A lot of these drivers see MMS and Midnight Racing League throughout the week. Matter of fact, the majority of them did run MMS last night. Right now. Right now, everybody's just, at this point, I would have to expect just try to run it clean, 60 laps. Seems like a short amount of time, but plenty of time just to hang out for a moment, chill out. Right now, you see the majority of people do that. Look at now. Sean Corbett. Still trying to lead the outside lane, but right now 14th. Not making much ground neither. Now making already. Santo up 6 spots where he started. Vickery up 5. Ethan Eckert actually down 15 spots. Eckert started pretty high. List tonight within the top 5 and already falling back to 15th spot, but a lot of drivers don't do that. Right now, as it stands, top 5 as they run. Jeff Merck, John Ward, Asher Little, Matthew Patton, Gordon Spain. The top 5. The rest of the top 10, Drummond, Hastings, McDonald, Vickery, and Santos. So everybody's safe for the moment. So I blame them. Now right on back further in the field here. I'm going to ask Brambilla for a moment. Now Brambilla, slow gain, started 23rd right now at the 17th. Well, you can tell bottom lane really ain't going nowhere. Holding their own for the most part, but slowly losing the gap as we stand. Well, a couple more drivers while we're back here. Kevin Champagne really not made any ground. Start 18th right now, running 18th at the moment. Anyway, so like I said, see a lot of these drivers, they'll be around at the end. Right now, it's just play the waiting game, get through the green flag pit stops tonight. Do what everybody can do, but right now, Jeff Merck, as you look back, pretty much get a whole nose full of John Ward for the moment. Right now, Merck's led the opening 8 laps so far tonight. Nobody really wants to try to contest him at the moment. It's just ride. That's pretty much all it is. Back straight away. Get that ball lane crossed. They're doing their damnedest right now to try to make something happen. Unfortunately, they ain't doing nothing. Jackson buys. Brought down to the bottom just before the camera switch. The buys will test this bottom lane. Right now, top 5 on the bottom. Sean Corbett, Nash Brandella. There we go. Matter of fact, Sean Corbett, Colin Wynn, Nash Brandella, Josh McCullough, Daniel Buckingham, Malik Ray. Just name a few on that bottom lane, and here they come. They're going to try to make the run down the back straightaway. A great run for that inside lane. Going to get side by side for the fifth spot with Jordan Spain. And on back. Matthew Patton saw it, drops down to the bottom. About Jeff Merck. Merck down to the bottom, going to leave Ward to that outside lane. We'll see what him and Asher Little can do again. Got Gordon Spain right behind him as well. So pretty much as Jeff Merck up to cover. Lane control, that's all it boils down to. Merck. Master controlling the lane, knows when to jump up to the outside lane, it knows when to drop to the bottom. Banner's going to look to the inside, going to try to get Corbett to push him on up to the front. Right now, not happening. The field works their way down and back straight away. 50 to go. I think they're already trying to go 3 wide. Freddie Bazinez, Josh McCullough, among several others. Taking it 3 wide. Ward from the top floor to the basement. Down to cover Matthew Patton. Ward wants to lead. Mert will go to the middle and 3 wide. Didn't take him long. No, Mert right back to cover Ashley Little, Freddie Bazinez, and Josh Broom. Out in the middle, Ward starting to drop back just a little bit. 4 wide. Jeff Mert going backwards in a hurry. He's going to slide right in behind, or right in front of Daniel Buckingham, Josh DeBrune, Cameron Credicate going to try to Brock Westmoreland, my fault. Kyler went on the apron, a little bit of a hiccup in the back. Keep it straight. All that happening. Top 4 breakaway momentarily. Freddie Bazinez, John Ward, Matthew Patton, Sean Corbett, Brock Westmoreland in the top 5. Caution is out. Tyler went on the apron, going to try to identify who's around. Tyler Vicker and Meatball Damage still ain't seen who's around. Or even what the caution's out. Got a feeling. Go back and look at it. See what in the hell takes all place back here. Okay, so let's see. Get it from the blink cam. Be a lot easier. Right now, I'm going to focus in on Tyler, being he's the only one with a meatball flag out of any of this. Oh, okay, so it's the checkup effect. If you go back and look at Malik Ray, get a great look at it. Well, this is really all just going to set up. Coming out of the tri-oval. 41 and 38 come together. Along with the one of Malik Ray, a hell of a save on Malik's part. But from there, Spain's going to go up. McDonald's going to run out of room. As a matter of fact, back behind him. Quentin Standbot gets into the back of the 24 or the 124. Well, when you see pretty much see the one car get sideways like that, you don't know if he's coming back up the track or not. It really is just bam. I can see how we got on it. I can see how we got a meatball out of that. That's pretty much just everybody's trying to predict where the one's going. I mean, when it boils down to it, they don't know where they're going. Everybody's trying to get out of the way. That's the product of it. Right now, under the first caution of the night. Freddie Bazinez, John Ward, Matthew Patton, Sean Corbett, Brock Westmoreland, top 5, Asher Little, Hunter Hastings, Jeff Merck, Nash Bill, and Josh DeBrune. Your top 10 as the field comes in. Actually playing to a lot of guys' favor. This will pretty much push the pit window back even more. So, more caution they have, the better on fuel they'll be able to go. Right now, get to see the race off of pit road. Freddie Bazinez will get it. Matthew Patton 3 wide. 3 wide for third out off the pit road. Jeff Merck, Ash Little, and John Ward, the top 5. So, that being said, Freddie Bazinez will hold on to the lead. Tyler Vicker and Gary Jenkins up here in broadcast. Big copy, buddy.
Yes, I do.
Well, not the way you wanted tonight to start off. First off, I want to ask, how bad's the damage to the 124 machine?
It's not too bad as from what I'm seeing. It just seems like the car's going to be a little bit skewed now because I got hit in the right rear. Surprisingly, it's like 3.5 minutes of damage, but it's not as bad as what I was expecting. So, it's an interesting complex, but I mean, it's just trying to do what I can.
Well, interesting complex, interesting wreck. Take me through. What did you see out in the windshield? We saw Malik Ray get turned sideways, and it looked like driver just trying to judge where he was going. What was your perspective on things?
In all honesty, I was just more trying to just running my own line, just hanging with Larry and I being the duos. So it's like just trying to be safe and everything. I had no idea what in the world happened. All I know is I seen some guys going 4 wide. I go to check up, and then I got ran over from behind. So I thought it was the worst. Though I thought I got away pretty clean, other than whatever rear end I got. But I was surprised that it wasn't as bad as what I was thinking. So, just dealing with as much as I can, just getting this repaired. I know I'm going to be probably a lap down, but at least I can get as much of this 3 minutes that I had damage, and then I know we're going to probably have another caution at some point, so just dealing as much as I can with it.
All right, buddy. Well, best of luck to you from here on out. Hopefully we'll see the 124 back up at the front. Appreciate your time, buddy.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Yes, sir. That being said, some drivers come back in, some choose to stay out. We'll join the field, as a matter of fact, exiting turn 2. Bazinez, Patton, Jeff Merck, Asher Little, John Ward, majority of them in the top 10. We'll stay out. To re-rack it one more time, at least for the top 10 goes Freddie Bazinez, Matthew Patton, Jeff Merck, Asher Little, John Ward, the top 5. Brock Westmoreland, Hunter Hastings, Josh DeBrune, Sean Corbett, Jared Haynes, the top 10. What's up, Mark? How you doing, buddy? Well, 45 to go, first caution of the night. Might not be the last one, but you never know. All right. Pace car be in this time. Freddie Bazinez and Matthew Patton will be bringing us down for the restart. Jeff Merck, the pole sitter, restarting third. Ashley Little, fourth. John Ward, Brock Westmoreland. Cars in the United Rentals restart zone. We're rolling yet again. Great start for Bazinez. Same can be said for Matthew Patton. Ashley Little already going to say, I want to start a third lane. Who goes with me? Nobody at the moment. Quentin stand by when they'll jump up. 3 wide down the back straightaway. Bazinez, Merck, Ward, Jeff Merck will bail out that bottom lane. Go ahead and go up to the middle lane. Try to get a push from Matthew Patton. They enter turn 3. Bazinez holds the bottom. Run will come off of turn 4. Where Jeff Merck, Calvin Wayne, you see him in the background, went ahead and jumped up. That red and white number 82 machine. Ward to the bottom. Bazinez went up, and John Ward leads for the first time tonight. 4 wide. 4 wide, getting tight. Josh DeBrune pushing Jeff Merck. The field still straightened out. No, they have not. Still 3 wide. Down the back straightaway. Drivers, some thinking, well, might as well head to the front. Matthew Patton, Brock Westmoreland, stand up on that outside lane. Josh DeBrune, Mark Vondell, Jackson buys in the middle. Where they were in the middle, buys down to the bottom, and now the 3 wide start to deteriorate momentarily. Like the car before the storm, pretty much. Meanwhile, out in the front, John Ward continues to lead over Hunter Hastings, Sean Corbett, Ethan Eckert, and Freddie Bazinez. That's the top 5. Well, Hunter Hastings had a fast car in the HGR race, of course. One of the contenders off and on through the night. Unfortunately, did not go Hunter's way. Going to try to rectify that, as with several drivers tonight that ran the race before this one. Right now, Jeff Merck, Kyler Wynn trying to battle back on the outside lane. Big gap between them and Asher Little and the rest of the outside lane. But here comes Jeff Merck with a hell of a run. Ethan Eckert saw he'll jump up front a little. Going to try to make something happen. Ward now to cover. Going to take him all the way up to the 3rd lane down the back straightaway. 41 to go, be 40 next time by. Right now, John Ward's led 3 laps. Drivers with the most laps led tonight. Jeff Merck led the opening 11 laps of the race right now. Trying to lead his 12th lap. 3 wide for the front. And hell, just say 3 wide for about 4 or 5 rows on back. Jeff Merck to the lead. No surprise. Kyler went ahead, Daniel Earnhardt working his way up into the third spot with Josh DeBroom. Right now, Ward leaves the middle lane with Westmoreland buys Asher Little as the bottom lane deteriorates yet again. Right now, Merck. A hell of a job, and here comes Ward right back with the bottom lane. Going to bring Westmoreland up, win him, and several others. Side by side for a lead through the tri-oval. Jackson buys and Cameron Craig, they're going to try to make a third lane up there. Some drivers went in, go with them early, and pretty much run the middle until they get to the turn, and then fade right up to that third lane. Keep it too wide until somebody really wants to go three. Right now, Hunter Hastings, the only one 3 wide. He'll blend right back up into the second spot. But Hastings will go from second to somewhere around the top 15, more or less, 15, somewhere back in there. Right now, Matthew Patton off the wall with that. Got to be one of the best versions of the 3 I've ever seen. Right now from Patton. Started 6 right now, just hanging out inside the top 10 for the most part so far. That is one of them, a lot of drivers who have not led tonight. Right now, Jeff Merck still leads 14. Gordon Spain come back out onto the racetrack. Going to be already 1 lap down. Hoping not to go 2, but I don't think he's got much of a choice in the matter. And he doesn't. Right now, a lot of blocking. Dead bad. Ward almost got stuck in the middle. Right now. A little aggressive to start with, but well, more or less not too bad. Earnhardt will fade down to the middle. Going to bring Kyler and everybody else with him. Jeff Burke thought about going to the bottom. Ward already occupied the spot. Side by side yet again down the back straightaway. Well, you notice right now the field's already formed up into two distinct packs. At the moment, you're looking at the first one right now, but on back saw it right before the camera cut. Went and stand by to several others. They ain't either drivers right now just wanting to ride. Standbach, Drummond, Brambilla, Nathan Johnson, Kevin McCall, Larry McDonald, just to name a few. All hanging out right now, just riding, same as fuel. The 30 cars right now remain on the lead lap. Still in contention for the lead. But right now, I'm sure Jeff Merck will want to get clear. He would love to get clear of John Ward and try to work both lanes again. Oh, Ward and Wynn come together. No caution yet. Kyler Wynn already gets it back going. Man, what a bad break. Look back on it in a minute. Right now, Daniel Earnhardt with the lead, contact through travel. DeBrune and Ward side by side at the line. Give it to Jeff Mark. Daniel Earnhardt, Josh DeBrune both up 20 and 21 spots where they started this race. Didn't take them jumpers long to get up to the front. No, it did not. The smoke's still down the back straightaway. Ward's going to fail to the top lane. Earnhardt's going to cover him. Top 5 single filed out. 7th on back, single file or side by side for the moment. Well, for Kyler Wynn, going in a caution in a big way. He's the only one. Dallin Vickery right now 1 lap down. He's hoping for a caution, so is Gordon Spain. As John Ward leaves at the line, Hunter Hastings right back in the mix. Ward down the cover. Earnhardt's going to try to take the top spot back. Pretty much you can control the lanes for the longest time, and right now, the run down the back straightaway. Hasty pushing Ward for all he's got. See that 92 car getting loose all over the place. Ward's going to cover the 90 and go right back down, cover the 69. Runaways very seldom earlier. Because everybody's trying to just cover. If you're the leader, you want to protect it. You don't want to fall back there into the clutches. You really, if it was me, I wouldn't want to drop outside the top 5. Maybe the top 8. Anywhere else. Like I said, the danger zone is Daniel Earnhardt will lead his first laps officially tonight. Kenny McCullough, his last lap. Fastest lap of the race, 46.902. McCullough still one of them actually back there in the 25th spot as they run. I believe so. To answer your question, Lisa, I believe so. Meanwhile, 3 wide, yet again. They're going to keep testing 3 wide. But one thing you got to remember, we get closer to the end of this race, 2 laps away from halfway. Eventually, 3 wide is only going to work so good because everybody's going to be pushing everybody for all they got. You're going to be pushed where you don't want to be pushed. You're going to be pushed when you don't want to be pushed. I mean, pretty much aggression, intensity, all going to ramp up. And anybody thinking about giving and taking, you can throw that out the window when it gets down to the final 10, 20 laps or so. Right now, everybody's still playing nice. John Ward will lead Ward's led 6 laps, of course, the man. Talking about him a lot already tonight. Jeff Mert right now holds the title for leading the most laps at 18 so far in counting. But Westmoreland is slipping back to the middle lane. Will jump up to the outside lane, going to try to latch on to Jackson Byes' grab. Asher Little, Hunter Hastings, Jackson Byes, all them trying to work that 3rd lane. Josh DeBrune kind of stuck in the middle. Odd man out. Ethan Eckert, Matthew Patton, and a lot of other ones trying to pull that bottom lane right back up. Talk about a driver that's been close to getting a win over the last month. Ethan Eckert's name rings at the top of that list across HGR, MMS. Obviously going to try to get it done at PGR tonight. Ward down to the bottom. Saw them run coming. The field's now past halfway. With the longest green flag running tonight so far. 18 laps, Daniel Earnhardt right back to them. Slowly but surely start seeing contenders involved in this as we, matter of fact, look at the Raging Idiot Racing Network pit strategy report. And well, really, top 21. No surprise, everybody's on the same strategy. However, drivers who differ, 16. Oh! Jackson Byes around. There they go. God almighty. It's the big one. Josh DeBrune, Matthew Patton. Well, there's about 5 or 6 more back there. Sean Corbett, Meatball Flag, Freddie Bazinez, Meatball, Patton, DeBrune can join them, and the night might be done for them drivers. A lot of damage to the 3 of Patton. More probably suspension related to cosmetics, Sean Corbett. That might as well be terminal at this point. Josh DeBroom. That whole right front's completely killed on that machine. Well, when you saw Jackson Byes get turned in front of everybody, it was going to happen. We can find Jackson Byes. We can see what happened there. He just... All right. Rewind it here and see what happened. Well, take it from the blink cam. Gonna start this all the way down the back straightaway. Massive separation between Ward and Eckert, and then Matthew Patton. Gonna come down. Patton with a run. Hard to see, hard to really say if the 33 misjudged or not, but Corbett, Bazinez, Jared Hayes get a piece of this. How about Malik Ray sneaking through the bottom? Rewind it here. Go slow motion. Matter of fact, go to my favorite camera for reviewing this type of stuff. Go to the far chase cam. Well, Patton's starting to get in the run. Jackson Byes already thinking about going down. The gap's still there, however, it's quickly closing on the 33. Comes down right across Matthew Patton's bumper, and from there, it is on. How lucky is Jeff Merck getting through this? Corbin, unfortunately, will not be so lucky. Carrying Craig can see his nose right there. Freddie Bazinez into the wall hard. And it is on. Right on board Matthew Patton through this. That's as quickly as that. Several other drivers. I want to go on board with Malik Ray. He'll sneak through the grass on this. Yeah, we'll get a great shot at it. On the brakes, trying to get Wood up. Woo. Missed it by an inch or less. A lot of drivers going through the infield to avoid this one. One driver who will not be so lucky, Freddie Bazinez. Take one more on board with him. See, this is going to go up to the top side. Maybe it'll stay down. Nope. But for Freddie Bazinez, unsure if the damage is terminal or not. We'll wait a few minutes before we get a word with him. Right now, under caution for the second time tonight. Matthew Patton and Garrett Jenkins up here in broadcast booth. Copy, buddy.
Yes, sir.
Well, short as not what you want to see out of your windshield. Take us through the, really just take us through what you saw on the other side of things, and how bad's the damage to the 3 machine?
Yeah, I mean, we were running great. This Hyper Motorsports are gone now, but well represented them, bigger pros. But we were running great. Just staying up front, and there was a hole there, and I was closing that gap, and he came down way too late. It wasn't even close to clear. I got about 5 minutes of optional left on it. Got a little bit of it fixed. See how it runs here. Hope we get a couple more cautions, get this damage fixed.
All right, buddy. Best of luck to you from here on out. Hopefully we'll still get a chance to talk to you at the end of this thing. And good luck for the rest of the night.
Sir, thank you, Garrett.
Yes, sir. That's one side of the story. Fortunately, run out of time to get an interview with Jackson Byes at the moment. To re-rack the top 10, Daniel Earnhardt, John Ward, Hunter Hastings, Asher Little, Jeff Merck, top 5. Andrew Sano, Jeff Merck, Kevin Champagne. I've not heard a lot out of Kevin all night tonight. Neither Malik Ray, but both of them have cracked the top 10, 7th and 8th. Ethan Eckert and Brock Westmoreland will round out the field, top 10 wise at least. Everybody else getting set to get back going. Been a fairly calm race, but the caution's coming, I feel like, at the most convenient times for these drivers trying to make it to the end on fuel. 25 laps to go when they take the green flag. Earnhardt and Ward, we're rolling. Earnhardt, Hastings, Ward, Jeff Merck, Asher Little trying to make a quick getaway. Unfortunately, not going to get far. Nova Merv will go ahead and jump right back up. Single foul down. Back straight away for the moment. Andrew Eckert, Malik Ray, several others. Drop to the bottom. Now it is a 4-car breakaway for the moment. I've had this call since I had the flu 3 weeks ago, so I apologize if it's interrupting everybody. But right now, Daniel Earnhardt still the leader. Matter of fact, Daniel, but 6 laps so far tonight. Jeff Merck still holds the record at 17 so far. 24 to go, and now it's starting to get crunch time. Nash Brambilla, that purple and yellow machine way back there in the back, bounces off the outside wall. Keeps it straight, we stay green. John Ward down to the bottom. Jackson Byes, black flag. Got to wonder that because of the caution. Nonetheless, we'll worry about that in a minute. There's a hornet's nest from about 3rd all the way back to 20th. John Ward powering his way up the inside lane. Damn. But it's only getting good from here. 3 wide, in some places 4 wide. Hastings off the wall is going to cause them to scatter. 3 wide, make it 4 wide. Through it all, everybody keeps it straight for the most part of the majority of that outside lane who was in the top 5. All the way back to outside top 15. Daniel Earnhardt continues to lead. Kyler Wynn down to the bottom for the Ward. McCullough trying to make something happen. The only issue is now it's just going to form them right back up again. 3 wide, Daniel. See 39, Daniel Fulkenham in the middle. Ain't heard nothing of him all night. Von Dale, Justin Johnson, several others below the apron. 22 laps to go. Intensity picking up, boys. I like sweet tea. I don't like unsweet tea. Earnhardt leads at the line. 21 to go. Far from over. Bazinez wanting to go to the middle, side go right back up to the top. Kevin Champagne now to try to work that middle lane. Earnhardt down to cover Ward, who will slice him and go right up the middle. And now John's questioning that move, trying to go to the middle. He's got Champagne right behind him. But right now stuck in what I would think would be the worst possible spot. Now starting back up to the front. You see the key players starting to show up. Kevin Champagne, like I said earlier, have not heard much out of him all night. But the 94 starting to show up when it matters the most, as is several drivers. Dalton Freddie Bazinez was done. That 2 machine right back up and going. I'll take it. Well, I'm gonna say this: one driver not talking to him hardly any tonight. Nash Brambilla sneaking his way up into the top 10 late to going. There's several drivers again climbing through the field. Oh! One of them's around. There they go. Justin Johnson, Larry McDonald, Tyler sneaking through. Tyler Vickery, that is. No, he did not. Meatball yet again. You can tell by how the front suspension looks. Car's leaning more towards the right side. Imagine how much damage there is on that one this time. Nash Brambilla, same thing. Just talked about him. Getting into the top 10, and now things have gone awry for the 23 machine. All right. Look at it this time. Go back to the point. Really, 4 wide. Eckert's going to make it 4. Eckert just gets into the back of him from there. It is on. Bam. Hard into the outside wall. That got Brambilla now. How does Johnson and all them get involved in this? Rewind the footage. All right. Oh, McDonald and Hayes come together, and nowhere for Tyler to go. Second incident of the night for the 124. Right on board with Justin Johnson through this. And motor pulls on. And contact made, that's all she wrote. Really, I don't think there's going to be as much damage. Justin Johnson. On the other hand, for Tyler Vickery, it'll be a different story. He had just got back on the lead lap. Trying to salvage a great run tonight. And start from scratch all over again. There's the contact. Bam. Wicked shot. Brambilla, see him up ahead. Lord. Well, this will bring everybody in for what I have to think, theoretically speaking, as John Ward will win the race off pit road, Kyler Wynn, Kevin Champagne, Daniel Fogelham, and Daniel Earhart. Freddie Bazinez top 5 off of pit road. Well, be 17 to go, be 16 and get back to a line. I have to think. 15 to go when they go back green. They ought to be good on fuel from here on out. Josh DeBroom stays out, takes the way around DeBroom. 8 laps down as they stand. Matthew Pattis, Sean Corbett, Well, Corbett's just hanging out in the pits. Been there since his incident. A lot of these drivers just fixing damage at this point. Right now, can't get to work with Kevin Champagne. He's had a pretty quiet night up to this point. Kevin Champagne, Garrett Jenkins up here at broadcast booth. Got a copy, buddy?
Yo.
Well, been a very quiet night for a 94, but late in the going, starting to show up at the end of it. Is there really a plan for here on out? Is just try to stay at the front until it matters the most?
Yeah, I was kind of just hanging out for most of the race, and then it's time to go now. So I'm just gonna try to keep this track position. Work with 92 to get up through there in the middle, so hopefully we can work with them a little bit here at the end.
Well, buddy, I'll ask this mainly because I ain't got the tour with it, but going to be 15 to go when you take the green flag again. Is fuel kind of now no longer, you ain't got to worry about fuel right now, so can we expect everybody just go all out and try to make up in most positions as they can to try to position themselves at the end of this thing? And what can we expect from your vantage point on how the finish will go tonight?
Yeah, it's gonna be wild. Everyone can make it on fuel now, so it's just gonna be everyone pushing, everyone making 3-4 wide moves. Probably gonna be a lot of wrecked cars and a couple of laps, but we'll see what happens.
All right, buddy. Best of luck to you for the rest of the night. Hopefully we'll still talk to you at the end of this thing.
Yeah, thanks.
Yes, sir. Before they go back to green, of course, this is after the green. This is after this most recent round of pit stops. Biggest movers of the race so far. Kyler went up 18. Just started to Kevin Champagne. Up 15 spots. Daniel Fulkingham up 13. Malik Ray up 9. Santino 7. And you see on down through the field, a lot of big movers. Unfortunately for some, they're going to need to go up even more than where they're at. Reward and win brings them down. So unanimous restart zone. We're rolling. Try it one more time. Award with a great start. That was a restart by John Ward. Going Lee Champagne trying to defend. Trying to pull that bottom lane up. Got Bazinez, Eckert, Santo behind him. Hastings all out of shape down back straight away. Him and Daniel both. Going to really break on the outside lane. That's going to let Kevin Champagne come right up the bottom. Bazinez pushing him for all he's worth. For the first time tonight, though not official yet, we'll be at the line. Kevin Champagne leads. Ward and Eckert battling back. 14 to go at the line. Down back straight away. Award, a hell of a run. Much like we said, outside lane a lot. Bottom lane completely deteriorated. Right now, the remnants of it, well, Daniel's going to try to go with him. Daniel Bumpingham's going to try to get the lead off of turn 4. He tried it. Kyler wins. Down to the bottom. Kyler Wynn's going to lead his his first lap of the race, and John Ward going backwards. It's amazing how quickly it happens from leading all the way back to now somewhere right inside the top 10. Right where you don't want to be. Right now, top 5 breakaway is Kyler Wayne, Daniel Falkenham, Kevin Champagne, Freddie Bazinez, and Ethan Eckert scoots away for the most part. Now here comes Bazinez and Eckert to the outside. Now Bazinez quickly ditched that idea, blended right back in. As here comes Andrew and the rest of the field. Right now, the fastest total in racing. Up to the 5th spot. You can tell the drivers back there, they're all sizing this up. 12 to go. Oh, hell ain't broke loose yet. Jackson Byes up on the outside. Thought somebody go with him. Nobody does quite yet. Now Earhart will cover the 33 on the 3rd lane. They've got the McCulloughs in tow back there. Kenneth and Joshua both. Mark Vondell will jump up with them. Elite Ray's going to cover both of them. Going 4th Byes to the middle. Kevin Champagne trying to make something happen. Ward stuck in the middle again. Dash Brambilla coming out with a very windy race car. Contact with Bazinez, Ward, and Daniel all making contact. I can't keep up with them. Well, they somehow save it. Nobody spins, and it ain't the best drivers on iRacing, and I don't know who is. Ward won a massive save, but unfortunately, if he had not hurry up and get the draft, that'll be night done unless there's a caution, which might very well be in the near future. Here comes Andrew up the outside with Elite Ray, Jackson Byes, and don't cut on the McCulloughs in that 3rd lane. Right now, all bets are off. 10 to go. All take, no give. Know what Kevin said. There's gonna be no forgiveness now. It's about to get crazy. Feel out the window, and the drivers know it. Champagne right back to the outside of Kyler Wynn. The only issue is he made that move. Malik Ray was about a car length and a half off of him. Going to allow top 2 to break away. The 06 about to put McCullough in the wall. Starting to be good. Malik Ray to the outside. You see him trying to make gains up there. Everybody's trying to, practically every man for himself, and everybody's trying to work with somebody, but at the same time, nobody's really wanting to work with anybody. Right off forward Drummond. We're right here in the mixed up. McCullough's going to cut off the floor. There's about the best look you can get. 4 wide, mid-pack. Was about to be 4 wide. Kyler Wynn, Daniel Earhart, Daniel Falkenham, Mark Vondell, Jackson by the top 5. Everything keeps switching up. Here comes Mark Vondell on the bottom. Count out on Vondell. With 7 to go, Champagne's going to look to the outside. Right in the line, give it to Kevin. Barely. Down back straight away. Right now, everything's calmed down for the most part. Unfortunately for McCullough and John Ward, still stuck in the middle back there. Everybody else too wide. For now, but it's not going to stay that way for long. What'd I tell you? Earnhardt to the outside. Colin Wynn in the middle. Oh, McCullough, Joshua that is, barely scrapes the wall. Him and Hastings came together through the tri-oval. Able to hold on to it. Right now, Daniel Earnhardt leads. Oh, Andrew and Eckert come together. They're still bouncing off each other. 4 wide. Hold on to it, boys. Still, oh, McCullough coming to Joshua McCullough. He saved it. No, they don't. The big one happens late. John Ward is in it. Jackson Byes, Brock Westmoreland, Jared Haynes, Kevin Champagne. Kyler Wynn. Massive damage. I had thought they had saved it. And with 5 to go, Lord have mercy. All right, it'll take a minute to decipher this one. All right, let's re-rack all this. Let's just start with the back straightaway. Actually, we'll just start the front straightaway in area 1. Go watch for Jared Haynes. He'll practically get a good look at all this. Andrew comes off the wall, comes back up, hits Mark McCullough. Everybody's playing ping pong at 190 mile an hour. Then from there they get 4 wide. McCullough comes up, net codes. Be sure it's a net code. And right there, it is a net code. McCullough in the Ward. And from there, well, actually, it starts on up higher. That's the first part of it. You ain't even seen the second part. And Jackson Byes gets turned. So you can't get a look at it from Byes' perspective. Oh, why is it fast forward? There we go. Well, it's going to take out everybody else with him. Byes down to the bottom. He's going to come across Champagne, knows that everybody bottles up. And it is on. Well, let's run on board with Jackson Byes from the gearbox. See everything that transpires here. Just nothing. Nothing nobody can do at that point. Kevin McCullough gets a good look at it from both standpoints. We're on board with him next. Yep, there it goes. Bam, bam, welcome to the jam. Well, it's just a watered up mess. And there goes the field. Well, for some drivers, what a hell of a way to end the night. 4th caution of the night. can't get a word with a couple of drivers involved in this. Jackson buys out of the race. He'll be officially the first retiree of the race. Freddie Bazinez in the pits this time a little bit longer than before. Well, this will shake things up. A lot of drivers who, when the race started, as the race played out, would turn out to be heavy hitters. Might not be over for some of them. They're going to have a lot of work to do in a short amount of time. Give me while I check one thing real quick. So how does this work? Alright, so right now we ain't going into overtime yet. Alright, so one green, white, checkered. Safe to assume that no matter what happens, the race will end under green. Safe to assume that. Not very clear on that yet. But to re-rack it. Daniel Earhart, Daniel Falkenham first and second. Andrews. The 06 of Andrew Malik Ray. Third and fourth, Jeff Mert, Ethan Eckert, Jared Haynes, Mark Vondell, Tucker McClellan, and John Ward still in it. Through everything, still in it. In 10th. We'll go ahead and round out the top 20. Cameron Craighead, Justin Johnson, Curtis Mitchell, Quentin Stanbach, DeFord Drummond. Kenneth McCullough still, or not Kenneth, but Joshua McCullough still in the mix in 16th. Max Danda, Brock Westmoreland, Freddie Bazinez, Kenneth McCullough. Still anybody's race, even though some might be a little more hurt than others. Herb Harden, Falkenham will bring us down to United Rentals restart zone. The natural green, white, checkered. See how it plays out. Earhart, a great jump. No help for Daniel. That's going to let Andrew and Malik Ray and Jeff Mert all size up. Daniel's going to jump right in. Oh, late block to wrecking big in the back. Freddie Bazinez in it yet again. McDonald. Kenny McCullough. Meet Paul yet again. Same can be said for Freddie Bazinez. Josh McCullough, Larry McDonald saw him. Well, see what happens this time. So Bazinez in the mix though. There's a slam off the wall by Daniel. And then there's a massive wreck in the back. Ethan Eckert going backwards. Everybody trying to get around him. Everybody scatters. Joshua into the 41, and then from there it is on. Everybody jumbles up. Lord have mercy. Great look at it for the blink cam. The blink cam's been very useful tonight. Right there off screen, you see Eckert. Everybody just trying to scramble, get out the way. McCullough into, oh, and he's going to slam his dad, Kenneth. There's where the meatball comes for Kenneth. Everybody else, hold on tight. Right on board, Larry McDonald. Says he's trying to sneak through. Was planning on sneaking through. Unfortunately, Josh DeBrun gets him in the rear. So it's just short of missing that inside wall. Freddie Bazinez. It's been a night that Bazinez wants to forget. Unfortunately, Edgar got all kinds of damage, so it might have something to do with it. But bam. Thank you, sir. I was wondering that myself. And this will be the one attempt at a green-white checker. Can get a whirl with a couple of drivers here. Daniel Earhart, Garrett Jenkins up here in the broadcast booth. Got a copy, buddy?
Yeah.
Green-white checker and anything goes at this point, which it seems like it's been like that since 10 to go, but nonetheless, heard several drivers say the leader's a sitting duck on the last lap. Is there a plan to try to defend everybody?
Yeah, I don't know. I wish I didn't sign up for it, to be honest with you. I don't. You're at the hands of what your teammates have done, and my teammate caused 2 wrecks and got EOL'd. So I'm just a little ticked off. I mean, there's just a lot of things that I don't know. I don't even have really anything to say. I'm just gonna hang on and hopefully finish all 4 wheels on the ground. But we got 2 teammates that are actually in the team, and then he's got another teammate behind him, and so I don't know.
All right, buddy. Well, best of luck to you from here on out. Hopefully we'll still talk to you in this thing.
Thanks.
Yes, sir. Frustration already evident. See, we can't find no driver. Andrew Santo, Garrett Jenkins up here, broadcast booth. Got a copy, buddy?
Yes, I do. How you doing?
Doing pretty good right now. Some would call this a Game 7 moment for you and about 25 other ones. It's going to be a last-ditch effort to try to get the win tonight. Is there a plan that can really go into trying to set up for a race that, no matter what happens, is going to end on the green?
I mean, just work with the teammate that I got with Malik, and I mean, I have not been in this situation in years in money racing, so I'm just happy to be here. It's going to be emotional if I win.
Well, buddy, best of luck to you from here on out. I'll go ahead and let you get ready here. 1 to green. Well, half a lap to green now, but best of luck to you. Hopefully we'll talk to you at the end of this thing.
Thank you.
Yes, sir. Well, you want to talk about this is a duo race. Everybody was randomly selected. Andrew's got his teammate directly behind him, and a driver who is no stranger to going to victory lane in Malik Ray. Trey Rackett. One more time for the top 10. Daniel Earhart. Turtle, as a lot of people call him. Just call him Turtle for right now. Malik Ray, Jeff Martindale, Buckingham, Jared Haynes, Kevin Craighead, Tucker McClendon, Mark Vondale, John Ward. 1 green-white checkered attempt. And the field comes to United Rentals restart zone. Time to settle it. From Talladega, we're rolling. Another great start. Andrew not going is going to hold up Malik Ray. And Falkenham and other ones. Jeff Martin doing everything he can to get around Earnhardt. Trying going to lead Jared Haynes on the outside lane. Kevin Craighead decides to lend a helping hand, as does half the field. Down the back straightaway. Jeff Martin started from the pole. And trying to be the second driver in a row tonight to try to start first and finish first as they try to wad up behind him. Earnhardt now got Malik Ray, Craighead, Ward, several others behind them. This is it. The field will see the white flag. Whatever happens now happens. Earnhardt with a great push from Malik Ray. Heard a lot of people say, John Ward especially, the leader's a sitting duck on the last lap. But right now, Mark and Earnhardt trying to decide who wants to be a sitting duck as the field fans out behind them. Oh, there they go. Drivers wrecking big. Pat in Spain does not matter. I'll look back at it in a minute. Earnhardt, Malik Ray, Jeff Martin. Has anybody got anything left? Through the travel, right to the outside. Earnhardt's going to put a big block on him. At the line, Daniel Earnhardt to victory lane. Barely. Sure that finish. The finish might be under review as they're wrecking big. Finish might be under review. We'll wait and see. Right now, unofficially, Earnhardt the winner. Jeff Martin, Malik Ray, Andrew Santos, and Daniel Falkenham, the top 5. Well, go ahead and run this up the flagpole here. Gonna wait word here. Was a hell of a block, nonetheless. Going to wait and see. Jeff Merck already. Several drivers already done and left. We'll wait and see. Well, we'll go ahead and get Daniel in here. Daniel Earnhardt, Garrett James up here broadcast, but I know interrupted at the worst times, but you got a copy?
You can remove me out of here.
Okay, bud. Oh, Daniel obviously not happy at the moment. With that being said, we'll drop down to the driver who finished second. Matter of fact, I'm just going to wait till I hear word or something or other. gonna post top 5 because honestly, I don't know what's going on yet. Well, we got a moment. Get Jeff Merck in the booth. Jeff Merck, Garrett Jennings up here, broadcast booth. Got a copy, buddy?
Yes, sir, I do.
Well, right now, unofficially second tonight. Take me through it. Wild night for the 60.
Yeah, it was wild for sure. Me and my teammate were lined up for getting ready for that next to last pit stop, and he got caught up in that wreck. And then what I'm hearing is they're DQing D3, and I'm getting the win. So
Yep, just got the word from race control himself. So you will actually be the second driver in a row to start on the pole and win the race. Richard Elliott, of course, did it in HGR. So, well, hell of a win. Take me through the night.
oh yeah, this is one of the funnest cars to race, but they are a handful because you really can't go anywhere unless somebody's just locked in on your bumper, just pushing as hard as they can. And it's kind of like you get such huge runs, and then people try to block it, and you're.
Well, by the
So
race.
it's a handful, and I'm listening to race chat too, and trying to concentrate. It's hard, but
I can imagine I can kind of imagine what's being said. But
yeah, cause
well, buddy, like I said, hell of a race tonight. I will ask you this: were you a bit surprised intensity being a little bit off the chain tonight? We saw three wide work, but then sometimes three wide did not work. Just intensity off the chain. Is that just a product with these cars, and how much, as I like to say, freedom they give off?
yeah, it's these cars. It just depends on who's pushing you or who's getting pushed. Whether the three wide will work or whether it won't work. Whether the top will work or whether the bottom will work. It just depends on who's pushing. Because, I mean, I'm third in line coming to the tri-oval, and we're doing 203 miles an hour, coming into the tri-oval. So that's how big of a tow you get in these cars. And then those two cars hit, and they slow way down, and the car behind them still doing 203, 204 miles an hour. And then they're trying to block you, and you're trying to pull out and go around them. So they're very, very fun to drive, but they're not nightmare to drive. I'm hoping this race locks me into the PGR Championship. That's what I'm hoping. So hell yeah, let's go, baby. Got that dub.
Hell yeah, in the string of fish is second once again.
That's right. And I didn't finish second.
Controversial fashion nonetheless, but Jeff Merck, the Intimidator, tonight will take home an Intimidator Series win. Hell of a job, buddy. Hopefully next time we talk to you, be right back here in victory lane.
Hey, that's what we're hoping for. All
right, buddy. Hell of a job tonight. We'll get the second man in here. Of course, might well go ahead and get rid of this part because already unofficial it's already been made official. Daniel Earnhardt disqualified. With that being said, gonna go down to Malik Ray, get his side of things. Malik Ray, Garrett Jennings up here in broadcast booth. Got a copy, buddy?
Yes, sir. How you doing?
Doing pretty good. Well, the elephant in the room right now. Take me through that last lap, particularly coming through the tri-oval. Do you feel like it's fair game at that point, or was it a bit over-aggressive block? Just what's your take on it? And I'm not trying to get you in a corner or nothing like that, but
Oh no, you good?
yes, what was your take on that last lap and really the race in general?
I thought the race was great. He didn't do anything wrong after the going into the tri-oval. His first block was fine, but then the second block, like he put me in the wall, and the second block is what was egregious because it ended up putting me in the wall, and he knew what the rules were. before he did that, but he still went and did it anyway. So, I mean, that was his penalty. It is what it is.
Yeah.
He knew what the rules were beforehand, and he still chose to break them. So, I hate it for him.
Well, buddy, for you tonight, it was a hell of a night up there at the front the majority of the night, but had your fair share of moments in the back. Dodging big was one. Got a great camera view, having the only option to go through the grass. Really, what we saw tonight, great race, like you said. I thought it was an awesome race. My first PGR race seeing. Intensity off the chain, but is it just, like I just asked Jeff, is it just a product of these cars, everybody? They can get such a big run with them. They ain't stuck together. Really, is it just a product of the cars at this point? What's your take on that? And, of course, going forward, can the one return to victory lane like we know he can?
I'll say like it's just a product of the cars, man. Well, it's not a product of the cars. It's just people don't think before they do stuff. Everybody gets a big run, and it's just like if you think about what you're gonna do with it beforehand, then like it's not as bad as like people just like how do I put this? It's like they're reacting, but they aren't like thinking anything through before they make the move. They just make the move and just deal with the consequences afterwards. And I've noticed that a lot, and I think that's the main reason why like I'm as successful as I am. Is like like I think stuff out, and I just try to think of all the outcomes like before I do something. And so far, as of late, it's been going pretty good. So I can't complain. But I want to shout out my teammate Andrew. He did a hell of a job tonight. Like it was obviously a team effort. He's a great guy. He was on a controller too. He did that whole thing on a controller. I did not know that he was on a controller until we gridded. But hey, look, he made it happen. He was holding a good lane. He was making moves. He was doing everything right, man.
I never would
So
have
shout
thought
out to my teammate Andrew. I appreciate him a lot, man.
From Elite Ray. Other than that, is there anybody want to shout out tonight? Friends, family, sponsors, etc.
Shout out to Roger Shelton at Tent Solutions. I appreciate him as always. And shout out to Andrew because me and him got, P1 in the team standings. And shout out to my boy Jeff Merck. He is your race winner for tonight, so I'm happy about him.
All right, buddy. Elite Ray, congratulations on a P2 finish. I know it ain't what you wanted, but a hell of a night. And next time we talk to you, I ain't got no doubts he'll be right back in victory lane. Congratulations, hell of a job.
I hope so, man. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Yes, sir. With that being said, Andrew Santo, Garrett Jenkins up here, broadcast booth. Got another copy.
Hold on, give me a second. I don't have speaker. Hold on, give me a second. Let me switch over. Hold on.
Good. Take your time. I'll let you fix your hair.
Yep. Hold on, I'm gonna go back to top 3 waiting room. Give me.
You're good. So while we wait on him, we'll go ahead and go through the final results for tonight. Pretty much everybody gets moved up one. I'm assuming Daniel, Jeff Martin, Elite Ray, Andrew Santo, Daniel Fogelhead, Cameron Craighead, and Curtis Mitchell should be the top 5. John Ward, Jared Haynes, Ethan Eckert, Max, and then Max. The 17 of Max will come up in the top 10. Drummond, Hastings, Vondale, Asher Little, Freddie Bazinez, Kim McCullough, Quentin Stanbach. Rounds out the top 17. Goran Spain, Justin Johnson, Matthew Patton, Brock Westmoreland, Tucker McClendon, Josh McCullough, Kevin Champagne, Larry McDonald, top 25. Joshua Brown, Nash Brambilla, Kyler Wynn, Sean Corbett, Tyler Vickery, and Jackson Buys will round out the field tonight. And I have a feeling they're going to drop Earnhardt down to the last car on the lead lap, which would be the 23rd spot. Unofficial, I'll let them handle it where they place the drivers after the race. Let's try this one more time. Andrew Santo, Garrett Jenkins up here in the booth. Got another copy?
I got the copy.
There he is. Well, hell, shocking turn of events on the last lap. Take us through what you saw and really take us through the night. It was a wild night for a lot of drivers. You managed to escape some of the carnage. Just take us through it.
I'm at, I'm at a loss of words. Me and Malik, we go back all the way to the HSR days. He's a great teammate for this race. Me and him, we respect each other out there. Everyone I know gives him a little crap because he's just that good. I knew if I was with him, I at least had some shot at some money. But to get a top 3, like career top 3, first one ever in PGR, like, and to actually win. I mean, okay, you can put a little asterisk to it that it was a team event, but I just want a goddamn PGR race. Like, it's my first ever money race win. I have to really thank Malik again. He is fantastic. The whole race, it was just us two, going through the packs. I got a little further ahead of him, just trying to test the water, see which lanes really work. But closer near the end of the race, and mainly throughout, everyone was just trying to get together with their teammates, either stay in the back in total or be up front and lead. Or just trying to get each other's out of harm's way, and some people got aggressive, got into each other throughout the race. But I just can't believe it. I just won PGR.
Well, buddy, hell of a night. Likewise, Malik Ray gives you about as much credit as you give him. With that being said, really, I wanted to ask you, we had a couple cautions earlier throughout the race, but really, in these situations, once everybody knows they're good on fuel, is that the green light? Everybody now doing everything they can to get as much as they can. And really, is that what makes a lot of this racing exciting for some viewers, but for some of the drivers, it goes, But
I mean, we were, when the second to last caution came out, we were gonna pin it about 3-ish laps. Malik's got some other teammates that all communicated, and I think it was gonna be 6 of us that we were gonna pit together, and just try to outpace the pack. Because normally it's kind of like an F1 when it comes to green flag pit stops at any track. It's your lap in, the pit stop itself, the lap out, and how you constantly run out there. Because overall, if you're running a little bit faster laps, you're going to gain on those cars that are, even though they're on the other opposite side of the track, you're going to slowly gain them because they have to come down and do the same thing. So, pit strategy was pretty simple all around. Luckily, we didn't actually have to do any green flag pit stops, but I mean, it was still crazy.
Well, buddy, first off, nice meeting you, by the way, officially. What I like to do for a lot of drivers, of course, for those that watch, my streaming network and all that, they know what's coming, but I like to give the drivers a chance to thank anybody, friends, family, sponsors, etc. So with that being said, the floor is yours.
First off, again, for the millionth time, thank you, Malik, for the first ever PGR win. I think it's going to be a little bit more special when it's all of us going at it and I win in the end. But that's a whole nother day in the future. But thanks to him for the amazing teamwork that we both had, great chemistry with each other. With the great chemistry, everybody else on the track, thank them for racing, keep PGR going. The best money racing server in iRacing. I like to thank my family. They may or may not watch it, who knows. I hope they do. You for the broadcast. I will subscribe to you.
Appreciate
I
it.
just got to find out the channel. And some friends, Brody, love you, man. Mwah, love you. Everybody in my Discord servers and from the iRacing I can't speak. The iRacing Discord servers that I'm in, Gary Caswell, I spot for him on Mondays and earlier today. I hope you're doing well. I know you're sick, man. Hopefully you do better. Matriscaro for, again, making PGR. And once again, Malik Ray. I love you, man. I'm the first ever person to win on a fucking controller. I love it.
I couldn't believe it. He
Can't
told me
take that away.
For Andrew Santos, he'll walk out of here tonight, finish in P3 in the race, and take it home to win for the teams. Hell of a job tonight, buddy. Look forward to talking to you in the future.
Of course, man. Thank you so much.
Yes, sir. That says it all right there. Well, with that being said, appreciate everybody for watching tonight. Stick it up till midnight to watch PGR. I'll do some thanking myself. Thank you to Matthew Baker and Michael Trascuro for letting me broadcast tonight. Hopefully it lived up to the hype. And hell, thanks to all the drivers for showing up 32 strong at the end of it. Jeff Merck, your winner. And at the end of it, appreciate everybody watching yet again. And I will see everybody in the future. More or less, MMS might be on deck tomorrow night. Play it by ear. And I'll see everybody then. Take it easy. Have a good night.